project I'm most proud of, and so that you can get on the digital outlets, iTunes, and all that stuff, and um, eventually I'll start working on another project, and what I'm working on is really solidifying this record label thing, which is Soda Face Records. Soda Face, actually Face Soda. So Soda Face Records.
Okay.
I was saying earlier also, September, which is right around the corner, I'll be back on the road with Tyler, doing Medea's Big Happy Family.
Okay.
As well as, like I said, we just did a cameo in Atlanta for the film. It is according to the film of that play, Medea's Big Happy Family. So that should be out in the early part of 2011. And then I am looking at some scripts and some other things that Cheryl Pepsii would like to do for Cheryl Pepsii's Empire.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Yeah. I stay busy.
Yeah, I see.
I'm not good at sitting still. I'm not good at sitting still at all, but I try. When I get too tired, but you know your body will just say, okay, that's enough.
Right, yeah.
But no, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. You know, there are things that, you know, you would want to complain about, and then you go, oh, nobody's paying attention to that anyway. Just keep living. You know, it's part of the journey. So I'm enjoying my journey.
That's good. That's how you're supposed to do it, right? Enjoy it.
I agree.
So when when you're not busy and you're off time, when you're not in the public eye, or what do you personally enjoy doing, besides working, relax?
You know what I love doing? I am, and maybe because I work in clubs all the time and that kind of thing, I love sitting home watching a really good movie. I kind of like sappy movies. I love comedies. I love love stories and stuff like that. And comedies.
Gotta love the comedy. You gotta love the comedy.
Oh man, well you know what? You need to laugh every once in a while. I'm telling you, you can sit down and start getting all caught up in your own issues and forget, So I love just sitting there and just some quiet, or I love going to see other artists perform and catch. Like I'm in New York, there's so many bands and great musicians and singers that are still, thriving and trying to get their things. I love checking out new artists and then some of my favorites, like I love Mint Condition, like, I love bands. I'm a band baby. Like I don't just call myself like the chick singer. I'm like way the band baby. So,
okay.
I'm love this stuff. I'm that girl.
All right. I gotta send you some of my music to check out. All right.
Yeah, I would love to check it out.
That's what's up. All right. Yeah, we gonna wrap after this interview. Okay. That's what's up. A couple more questions. If you could be granted 3 wishes, what would they be?
Wow. 3 wishes, what would they be? Well, let's see. I think one would be to see my family really, really happy. Like,
okay.
I have also that thing where I try to fix everybody's situations. And, I'm like the original Dr. Phil.
Gotcha.
I'll come to me. So I would love to see my family just really, really genuinely happy and not have issues. Of course, that wouldn't be as much fun, I don't suppose, or adventurous, because, you got to have a little adventure, I suppose. But
right.
That would be one. To be able to do like some, I'd like to win the Grammys and an Oscar and a Tony.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to do those.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's because, to capture all that stuff. And the third one, I would just like to know complete and total peace and happiness.
I like that.
That was good.
That was good.
I wrote that.
At any time, do you feel yourself kind of slacking from your work or getting sidetracked, or you just stay focused?
Well, you know what? For the most part, I'm focused, but family in that sense because my family, because they really, come first in so many things.
Okay.
And whenever I find myself deviating from what I need to do for me, which is something I had to learn as I've gotten older, I've gotten better about it because I was very much like, with the S on my chest and the superhero. And
okay.
what I realized is that some people, sometimes you block people's blessings because instead of allowing them to learn from the lessons they need to learn,
right,
you go in and try and fix it. And then you're stressed and they're fine and they don't ever get to experience whatever it is. It's for the experience so they can move to the next phase of their lives. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm a lot better than I used to be, but not totally great at it. But, so sometimes those things can be distractions. But I think that I love working and doing what I do because it's, I'm nothing against anybody who's trying to make $1 and out of 15 cents and saying what you like fries with that. Because I ain't mad at that. As long as you're working,
right.
You're working. But I know that I have a career and not just a job, and a career that I love and that I would probably do for free if I was really having a ball. But of course, you're still.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like it's that thing that I love about the work, so that it doesn't feel so bad whenever I stay focused on it, because sometimes it's my own escape. Like for people go to the club or to a show, and it's kind of their like escape for a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the work is my escape because when I'm on stage or doing whatever I do, especially if I'm doing a Cheryl Pepsii Riley gig per se, then I am at my happiest because I'm just me, with no apologies, with no, it's just me. And I ain't out to hurt nobody. I'm just trying to have a good time and touch somebody in the process. And I've been blessed enough to have that happen time and time again. And so it's easy to stay focused. But again, because of how I am, my family, and the whole, it's a juggling act because,
right.
And this, when I used to go through this stuff at the record labels, my main issue was that there were people in suits making decisions about music who were not musical. And they, the accountant's nephew or somebody, and then they'd have weekends off or 6 days or holidays or something they could take, where me expressing and sharing my gifts is my 24/7, 365.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So it's like this is it. This is who I am. And because of that, artists can be really vulnerable whenever you are really true to yourself because you lay it all on the line. But that being said, what a gift it is just be you. And so on stage, that's where I get to do that. And so the focus thing is not a bad thing at all.
That was deep. I like that. That was real deep, and that was good. I like that. About 2 more questions. Where can your fans find you at on the net? Your Facebook, your Twitter.
Yep, I'm on Facebook. I'm also on Twitter. Cheryl Pepsii. If they don't, I'm on the Cheryl Pepsii with 2 I's, Pepsii, and Cheryl with a C, Cheryl. Pepsii, Pepsii. On Facebook, I'm under Cheryl Pepsii Riley. And everybody says it's like all 3 names, it's like one long name. It's so funny. So, if it's not Cheryl Pepsii Riley, it's Cheryl Pepsii, but it's me. But I'm on Facebook. I am on Twitter. I'm on the ancient MySpace. Remember when that first came out? And now people go, oh, MySpace.
Yeah, I know.
And I have my website, which is actually under reconstruction at this point because, I've got to update it completely. But www.CherylPepsiiRiley.com.
Okay.
And so I'm on the net. Like I said, my music, especially this latest project, Let Me Be Me, is on iTunes and Rhapsody and Amazon